The rain hadn't stopped for days. Inside room 407 of St. Mercy Hospital, the rhythmic beeping of machines was the only sound competing with the soft patter of rain on the windows. Anna, pale and fragile, lay still in her bed, lungs failing, organs tiring, the clock ticking louder with each breath. She was 38, once full of life and laughter. But now, cancer had taken almost everything, except her quiet dignity. 3 days ago, her husband, Mark, had left. He couldn't take it anymore. Couldn't watch her suffer. Couldn't bear the weight of a future that no longer included dreams, just waiting. "I need to breathe," was all he said, before walking out and never coming back. But someone stayed. Dr. Evan Hale. Young, soft-spoken, and always the last to leave the ward, Dr. Hale had been Anna's physician for the past 2 months. No one noticed much about him. He didn't speak at meetings unless asked. He ate lunch alone. But he never missed a single evening sitting beside Anna, reading her favorite books aloud or just keeping her company in the silence. To the nurses, he was kind. To the patients, he was gentle. But to Anna, he was something more. One night, as the machines hummed and the wind howled outside, Anna whispered, "Why do you stay, doctor?" Dr. Hale looked up from the journal he was reading aloud. He paused, considering her question like it carried weight he had long been ready to drop. "Because someone stayed for me once," he said, softly. "When I was very sick, and everyone else gave up." Anna blinked slowly. "You were sick?" Dr. Hale nodded. "Stage 3 lymphoma. I was 17. The odds weren't good. My mother had already passed, and my father, he left. But there was one doctor who sat with me every day. She made me believe I could live again." He smiled gently. "So now, I do what she did. I stay." Anna's eyes glistened. For the first time in days, she reached for his hand. But there was more he hadn't told her. 2 days later, her condition worsened. The nurses said she had hours, maybe less. But Evan, he didn't go home. He sat by her side all night, whispering stories, memories, dreams she once told him she had. And then, something impossible happened. She stabilized. Not a miracle, exactly, but something shifted. Her vitals leveled. The fever broke. Slowly, cautiously, she started improving. Enough to open her eyes, speak a few words, even smile. Weeks later, she asked Evan again, this time stronger, "Why did you really stay?" And this time, he told her the full truth. "When I was sick, I wanted to die. I thought there was nothing left. But that doctor, she believed in something more. She told me, even if you survive, make sure you live. And when I met you, I saw someone who hadn't been seen in a long time. Someone who deserved someone staying." Anna looked at him, tears falling freely. "I don't think I could have made it if you weren't here," she whispered. Evan squeezed her hand. "We're all just walking each other home," he said quietly. A year later, Anna walked out of that hospital, not just alive, but whole. She moved to a small town in Vermont, started a foundation for terminally ill women who had been abandoned, forgotten, or left behind. She named it the Hale Home. And Evan, he never took credit. He continued his quiet work in hospitals no one had heard of, in towns most people forgot. But Anna made sure the world knew. Every speech she gave, every letter she wrote, she ended it the same way. Sometimes, angels don't have wings. Sometimes, they wear scrubs and whisper hope into the silence. And in that silence, a life was saved. Moral: kindness doesn't need an audience. One act of compassion can ripple through a life, and change the world.